And this video is about range of motion and the effect small things like joint positioning can have on your ability to get what I would consider true full range of motion. If your wrist is bent, say if you're doing a bicep curl and your wrist is bent, you're shortening the angle at which your forearm, shortening the angle and the distance that your forearm travels to get to a fully contracted state. If you think of it, if you look at, say, a tricep push-down movement, I see a lot of people, I used to do the same exact thing, but I see a lot of people, they start here, and then they go to there, here, there, instead of going here and going through the full arc that your joint can go through. And I think that has a lot to do with your muscle fibers' ability to be fully recruited, because if you're not going through the full range of motion, you're not putting the maximum amount of tension on the muscle that you could be. And so each fiber that may be necessary to get it through a particular part of the motion might not be recruited at all, because it doesn't go through that tension. So I drew a simpler picture to basically sort of try to make it a little bit easier to visualize. If this was the elbow joint and this was your arm stretched out, and if you had your wrist straight the entire time, you can bring it through the whole arc of the motion. Say you're doing a bicep curl. Whereas if your wrist is bent, you're already starting from a position that removes tension from your bicep, and it would shorten the angle at which you can perform the movement. Just something to think about. I believe in training with full range of motion and constant tension on the muscle, so small things like that may or may not make a difference on how much you can actually fully use your muscle, depending on what exercise you're trying to do. Just an idea.